Hi everyone, it's Spirit Guide. How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope everyone is having a blessed and beautiful day, abundant day, right? It's a very calm day over here, enjoying everything about life, right? So, yeah, hopefully you're doing the same. Hopefully, everyone in your energy is also experiencing just this abundancy of love and energy and focus, right? Because we're all in this together. Remember, we're all in this together. I forget what movie that was from. I remember that though. All right. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'm in a very calm mode. So, my voice is not going to go above this, I don't believe, unless spirit drags it out of me. Just in a very, very calm mode. And just enjoying life. Okay. All right. So, I don't particularly know the energy. I'm getting that this is a masculine. I'm going to start out with some questions for the deck for you. Right? I'm going to start out with some questions. Okay? So, yeah, don't forget to please hit a like and subscribe. Okay? I will be going live. I'm just, like I said, right now I'm just chilling. It said listen to my intuition. I'm just chilling right now. But I will be going live eventually. I might go back into the habit of going live, but we'll see. Okay? All right, let's continue. All right, so think of a question in your mind. Think of something that you want to know. Think of something that is burdening you. Think of something that you would like to devote your time and your energy to, right? Something in your world, and let's go. Let's see what the universe is divinely saying. It's saying this is the sign. Okay, this is the sign. So here you have the anarchy symbol, right? It's a star, but I always think of that as anarchy, the anarchy symbol. And you've got some roses growing on a vine around it, right? So to me, that's indicating someone is coming from a very turbulent time, and you've created beauty around that turbulence, right? Your hands are up in a receiving position. So this could be a feminine because feminines receive. The hands look feminine, right? But they're saying that this is the sign, right? So we don't know what this sign is, but this maybe it could be this reading. It could be my mellow demeanor. It could be something, but it's saying this is the sign. Okay, really, I'm getting feminine now because I thought this was a masculine read. Right, and then something here says reconsider. This is an eye. In the eye, it seems like there's a moon, like reddish a little bit. Could even be Mars, right? Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. This could be talking about a masculine, right? Because this does look like Mars, but it really is the eye. There is a bird, and he's got 3 strikes on him. Really, it should be 2, but the third one goes across. So it's like someone gave someone an ultimatum, and it says 3 strikes. Yeah. On the bottom of the deck is listen to your intuition. Yeah, so let's continue. So it looks like there was an ultimatum given, and someone is being told to reconsider, right? 3 strikes. Like 3 strikes, you're out. Okay? All right. I do see that there are 2 birds. They're headless, it looks like. Like, see? Not like they're oozing heads, but see? I don't know. Maybe their heads are facing Mars, and I'm going to say Mars because Mars is the red planet, right? Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Mars is red. There's red in here, and we're talking about reconsidering someone. But there's 2. It's like a father-son duo. Okay. You might be a feminine that has a child. You might be expecting a child. This might be a decision regarding a child, right? Okay, let's continue. Is there any energy in here for our tribe, for the collective, for the tribe? Is there any energy in here? Oh. 6 of coins in reverse. Okay. So someone is not sharing. Yeah. Or someone could be reconsidering something they said about you, something they thought about you, energy they put into the air about you. Ten of Staff, yeah. So someone's made a decision with a lot of thought to it. There's a lot of thought. Someone's coming in with communication. There's communication coming into you. Ten of Cups reverse. Four of Cups reverse. Okay, hold on one second. Turn the air on. Yeah, so Four of Cups reverse, Ten of Cups reverse. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. One more. No judgment. Okay. All right, so whatever is going on here, someone's going to feel like this is unfair. Okay. Four of Cups in reverse. Even though it's unfair, it's like with Four of Cups in reverse, there is no sadness with this. Like there was no additional contemplation needed, right? It's like whatever happened, it has to do with love, with someone searching for the perfect soulmate or the perfect person. There are no perfect people, first of all, right? So that lets me know someone who's made a decision was in a position of power, right? You may have put them in a position of power. Whenever you give someone an ultimatum, you're putting them in a position of power, okay? Whether you believe so or not. They're not the victim, if you will, because what they say goes, right? Even though you said do this or do this, that's from a position of weakness, right? Because you're giving your power over. You could easily say, I don't want to be bothered anymore. You don't have to wait for this person to make that decision, but you gave them an ultimatum, they did. With Judgment here in reverse, this is telling me you're going to feel like this is unfair. But I'm getting because you gave them an ultimatum, right? Ten of Cups is in reverse. Love has been, Ten of Cups talks about family, abundance, peace, love, that sort of thing. The Ten of Cups feeling has been gone when you gave out this ultimatum. It's almost like you would have been advised to just hold off. Because in the beginning, leading energy, you have Six of Coins in reverse. So it's like when you gave this ultimatum to this person, what you didn't know is they were no longer sharing with anyone else. So they were truly single when you gave the ultimatum, right? Ten of Staff. So they took a very long time to make this decision once you gave them the ultimatum because they weren't with anyone. See, it's always easy to answer an ultimatum when you're with someone because it's like, okay, if it's not you, it's her, right? So I'm getting this as a masculine. You're like, okay, if it's not you, it's her. But your masculine wasn't with anyone. He wasn't sharing with anyone. He was just with you. And when you made him make this ultimatum, Ten of Staff, he didn't want to do it. But he considered all the options. I will say that. He considered all the options. Whew, wow. I just heard, let it go. Like I just heard that. Like let it go. It's almost like might have been better that you just let the relationship fizzle out how it needed to, or if it would have, let's go. Let's continue. Can I have more energy on the Six of Coins, please? In reverse. Yeah, look, Ace of Coins in reverse clarifies it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. Let's unpack this. Yeah, look. Eight of Coins. So, Ace of Coins, and all the coins are landing on the coins, okay? So, coins can deal with actual literal money. Coins can also deal with effort, energy, that sort of thing. So here you had the Eight of Coins. That's all I was saying. When you gave this person the ultimatum, they weren't working with anyone. They were just with you. They were working hard. They were physically working. It's like, I feel like they were working towards something when you said an ultimatum. Like they were working towards something for you. They're working hard. Here you have Ace of Coins in reverse, right? They're working hard in order to build a foundation because there was no foundation there. Financial, right? And because they were by them, that makes sense, because they were by themselves doing this. But you didn't know that. You didn't know that. I'm going to say divine feminine. You didn't know that they were working to build the foundation for you. It's like Six of Coins in reverse. They cut anybody off. They were just by themselves with you. So, like they're in solitude, King of Swords in reverse. They're in solitude. They're trying to focus. They went within to build. That's what they did. I'm going to take the King of Swords in reverse and put it right here. They weren't even entertaining people. It was just you. And then look, they weren't toxic. And they weren't going to walk away. They weren't. And this was unknown to you. Yeah. You kind of thought of this as a player. You thought of this person like they're playing you. That's what that energy is telling me. They're playing you. You thought they were playing you. They were not. They were just focused. Tell me about this Ten of Staff decision. Three of Coins. Now, I'm not sure if that was upside down or not. Because when I picked it up, I felt like I angled it a certain way. I'm going to take it the way I feel it should be. Because when I picked it up, it looked like this. And I think I dropped it and I turned it like that. So we're going to do Three of Coins in reverse. Let me get more energy. Yeah, they weren't even strategizing with anyone. No, they were yours. Yeah. Hangman. Yep, they were yours. Confirmation. They were yours. But you made them make this decision. And I'm getting the person you made make a decision kind of felt like, why? Yeah, Two of Cups in love. Exactly. They made a decision. They had chosen you. But when you gave them the ultimatum and you made them physically, mentally choose you, then this happened. They went the other way. They said, oh, well, this person doesn't want me. Like I chose them energetically. Now, they didn't tell you they chose you. I'm not going to lie. They didn't tell you they chose you, but energetically, they hoped you felt that they chose you. Because the Ten of Cups is in reverse. They had high hopes for this relationship. But like their feelings are hurt. They feel like, look, she's asking me to make a choice. I've already made a choice. The Lovers again. Yeah. So there's not going to be a Ten of Cups for a lover. Because someone jumped ahead of themselves. Let's continue. What else, please? Six of Staff. Yep. Made a decision. That decision is based on the ultimatum from the beginning. Okay, give me something on the Judgment in reverse. Like, why is it not fair? Why do you feel it's not fair? I just hear someone like saying not fair, and I swear I see someone stamping their feet. Like, why is this not fair? Why? Five of Cups, because you're sad in reverse. Oh, you're not sad, actually. Five of Cups in reverse. You're not in regret. So, like, you don't care either. So, what's the big deal? I don't get it. Page of Swords in reverse. They're not watching you anymore. They're not on your social media. They're not watching you. They're not doing anything. They retreated. They retreated. They're not watching anymore. Yeah. Oh, that's why it's not fair. Because you're not being watched. There's no Ace of Swords in reverse. There's no truth here. Meaning they're not looking to come back. They're not. They're gone. They're gone. Wheel of Fortune. But you have good fortune coming in. You have good fortune coming in with Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Something else is opening up for you. This is over. This relationship is over. Right? You're told, Nine of Coins, focus on yourself. Yeah. You know, and I hate to say it because you're like, you know, I'm getting the energy of like, you know, what did I do wrong? It tells you here on the Six of Coins, not so much you did wrong, but it's like the energy I'm getting is that you may suffer with anxiety, or you may suffer with some kind of like developmental thing where you guess the worst at all times, and then it starts happening, and then you end up in this Judgment in reverse energy. Why this is not fair? Why does this always happen to me? It's like you can't, sometimes in life, you can't put out in the universe negativity all the time, because it's going to meet you. It's going to meet you. Okay? Sometimes you have to just take things and go with it as it flows. As it flows. Go with it. See what's going to happen. Don't put energy into it. Don't put any thoughts into it. Just move on accordingly. And that's how sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it gives the other person the freedom, the latitude of saying, I'm done, or I love you, right? So as we look at the spread again, you had Six of Cups in reverse. This is on Six of Coins reversed, okay? You had Ace of Coins reversed. Eight of Coins. These two came out first. So this person stopped sharing, right, when they were with you. They were working hard to build up their coins because the plan was for you to come with them. They were working to build a future. They were not toxic. They weren't seeing anybody. That's why I say your anxiety kicked in. Maybe they weren't calling as much. They weren't texting as much. Maybe when you text them, they didn't respond right within the 10 seconds or 20 seconds, right? I just heard 10 seconds. Within the 10 seconds, you allot them, okay? It was like your anxiety took over, right? King of Swords in reverse. This person was very patient with you, with the King of Swords in reverse. They were following. They were not crowding you. They gave you space, but they weren't walking away. You know this person. This is an ex-lover. This is someone from your past. This is a friend, even a friend with benefit situation. This person wasn't walking away. They were here for you, right? But that you didn't know that. That was the secret you didn't know. It's like when you gave this ultimatum, which is right here, the Ten of Staff is the ultimatum. They had all this information. And remember, they're doing all of this. They're working over here. They had all this information and they had to make one decision. And what did they do? They took the circumstances in totality. That's how I know this is a masculine, and this is a productive masculine. This masculine who has decided to move on without you, right? Maybe that's why it says reconsider. You might be thinking of asking them to take you back, but he's moved on. He took all his data points, put them together, and made a decision. He wasn't working with anyone. Okay? Your masculine was ready to settle down. Yeah, he now is clear as to what he wants. Right? Of course, Pisces is here, Gemini is here, Scorpio is here. Okay? Six of Staff. Even with him being clear, it's almost like he went back, because you see the people around him? He went back to his village, proposed the situation. Each person has a staff. Look, they're carrying them. Each person took part of the decision and helped to make it. It could be family, it could be friends, very close friend circle, who knew of the situation that you did not know of. You didn't know how many people knew about you. Now, that's wrong. He should have let you know, but he didn't. So each person that's in his group, he is a well supported masculine. That's why I say he's a boss, he's something. He's well supported. Each person took one of his burdens, which are the details he was trying to make a successful relationship with you and make a choice to build and continue building with you. And they helped him make that ultimate decision. So it was a group effort. He didn't want to make sure he was by himself, right? And it's talking about the Two of Cups. So this is definitely your relationship I'm picking up on. The decision was not to enter a 10 of Cups with you. The Lovers again. I'm going to ask, what is it about the Lovers? So yeah, someone's High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, exactly. He did not use intuition. He asked people. He asked people about you. Ooh, too many cards. And he did the decision quickly. It was done quickly. I'm getting energetically that he was depressed and people had to bring him out of the depression. 4 of Cups in reverse. And that may have been the reason they made that decision with him. Like, do you want to feel like this the rest of your life? That's what I'm getting. I get that you're asking for him to reconsider. And I see 3 strikes. Have you done this before? Hold on. Let me get some energy, please. What else is going on with this situation here? What else is going on? Is there any more in here? Queen of Cups, yeah. Yeah. He stopped seeing you as the Queen of Cups. It's almost like he saw you boss girl energy. He didn't like it. Yeah. This was a sensitive masculine. You're a sensitive feminine. He's a sensitive masculine. Yeah. You had to wait for him to lead. And you got anxious. That's what I'm saying. You have anxiety. You got anxious. You didn't want him to lead. I'm just trying to turn them all right side up for now. Because I feel like I'm gonna ask some serious questions here. All right. Yeah, it's almost like you took his power away. Judgment again on the bottom. When I said you took his power away. Judgment is on the bottom. Yeah, you took his power. Hangman. All the same cards coming out. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you took his, he called judgment. I'm getting the energy like I'm sick and tired. Like, that's what I'm getting. The energy like I'm sick and tired. Like, we keep going through this over and over and over. We keep going through this. Reconsider 3 strikes over and over and over. This is not your first time giving him an ultimatum. People get tired of that. Knight of Wands. Yeah. Knight of Wands. Quick moving energy. So he made a decision quickly. Bottom line, he made it quickly. Which goes with Temperance. So that really should be over here. He made it quickly. Yeah. All right, give me some more energy on this, please. What is the divine feminine thinking? Like, I'm going to start your own line right now. What is because right now, this is him. This is your relationship. The ultimatum going forward. He feels he made the right decision. Judgment was in reverse. You said, oh, this is unfair. Or that could have been him saying it's unfair, but you've done this before. I'm surprised I don't see World out here. And in the end, it's now the right decision. Okay, let's continue, please. What else is going on with this love story? What else is going on with this love story? How is this divine feminine feeling? Hold on. How are you feeling? Because I'm getting a little, not breathless. It's not that serious. But I'm getting a little, heavier breathing. Like, anxiety is creeping in for me. And I don't know why, because I'm not anxious about anything. I'm tired. I'm just not anxious. So that's your energy. You're feeling anxious. Yeah. Because now it's like this is the sign. This is your confirmation, this reading, as what he has decided. I get he hasn't spoken to you yet. He hasn't spoken to you about his decision. All right, let's continue, please. How is the divine feminine feeling? Okay. Dark goddess, master what stands in your way. Don't fear the shadow. She holds the key to your evolution. Okay, so you're feeling like a dark goddess, like you're in control. This is the magician card. This is the magician card. Okay, so you feel in control of things, right? You feel like, this is your love story, I'm moving up. You feel in control of things. You feel like everything is good. Your dark goddess energy. Okay, what else is this feminine feeling? Relaxation. It might be the right choice for you, feminine. Might be the right choice because everything so far is coming up positive for you. Yeah. Tell me more. What else is this divine feminine feeling? Gaia's embrace, rooted in earth, blooming in the sun. Okay. So you're taking this decision to walk away in stride. Like you're like, all right, cool. Like you don't seem upset. You know, that could just be your anxiety too. Family boundaries, politely decline, overbearing relatives' demands, seek conflict-free responses without resentment. And that's a coffee pot. You notice that? That's a coffee pot. Percolating. It's a coffee pot. It's like you want to have a conversation. Says politely decline overbearing relatives. See, you knew that he went to, it's here. You knew he went to family and discussed you with them. Oh, it's right here. You knew he did that. That's why you say politely decline. So yeah, that's where the okay, someone fighting for it now. All right. Give me one more in this goddess, please. Venus of waves, fluid as ocean, soft as tide. Your sensitivity is your superpower. Yeah. You match in energy now. Good for you. Girl, I was so worried. Good for you. Okay, let me explain your feminine energy, right? What you doing? So it's like he could have also told you the decision. I'm not getting he did, but the cards are saying he told you the decision. For him, that he's not staying. He's called judgment on the situation. You initially went inside. When he was doing 6 of coins in reverse, you didn't know what was going on. You think he's cheating and all this other stuff. You went magician energy. Master what stands in your way. That's when you gave the ultimatum. Okay? You felt very relaxed and calm while he's making a decision, talking to family about you. You're relaxed. You're relaxed. You might be doing yoga, you know, being one with nature, all kinds of things going on over there. Then here, when I asked about, and it fell on this pile with 10 of cups in reverse, he made a decision. No, he's not moving forward with you. You stay rooted to earth. And in this energy, I'm getting, you came up with a strategy. So he's already told you that he's not moving forward with you. But you came up with a strategy. You tapped into your feminine power. And remember the beginning of the reading. I said men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And look at the card that came up. Venus of the waves. This is the Queen of Cups. Okay? So you're tapped into your Venus energy, which is love. And that's how you're going to get him back. You want him back. Family boundaries. You're also getting him not to focus on what his family has said. With the coffee pot here, it's like you're trying to bring him back home. You're trying to rationalize a decision that he has made. You're trying to enter this decision and say, hey, this is about me and you, not about everybody else. So you're turning the tables because you want a different outcome. Yeah. I get, this was for you to learn a lesson that you can't, in love, unfortunately, ladies, I hate to say it, and this is what makes love crazy. In love, men hold the key to love. We hold the key to smecks, okay? We hold the key. They hold it to a relationship. So when you're giving ultimatums, again, that is not a position of power. That's a position of weakness. The person given the ultimatum is the one that has the most to lose. They have the most to lose. It just depends on what's going on in your life, that in his life or the other person's life that you don't know. That's why you have the most to lose. Okay, I'm going to put it the way it is. Justice in the reverse. Again, you've gotten justice 3 times. Justice, judgment, same thing, right? Yeah, so on this energy, there's not anything, there's no justice coming in on that energy. Yeah, look, Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, when you were in that magician energy, giving out these ultimatums, again, you came from a position of weakness. You came from a position of weakness. It was not a good choice to do because he was already with you in his mind. I mean, so what? He's not texting. So what? He's not calling. He's busy. He's busy. He's busy building your future that you didn't know about. So relaxation, right? So you were just like not stressed when he's talking to his family about you. You were cool with it. He might have been texting more. He wasn't letting you know what he was doing. 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. He's calling back the public celebration. During this time, this is what was happening. So this is what he was doing. This is what you were doing at the same time. So when he's talking to his family, he's giving them all these options that he could do. He thinks he made his mind up because you gave him the 10 of swords. The 10 of wands, which is the ultimatum. And it's about you. It's about the relationship. When he's doing all his data points, you are relaxed. Not realizing that he's called back the 4 of wands energy. He's called back any public celebration with you. In his energy, he's called it back. The sun, you felt like everything was beautiful. Again, he was texting you. He was calling you. He was talking to you. Sometimes I found in my life when men do that, when they text and call you all the time, it's like love bombing. And they're doing it just to see what you're doing, what you got going on, how you're responding to them. And they won't even make it like obvious. I heard Captain Obvious. They won't make it obvious. They're just testing the temperature when they're talking to you, okay? Bottom of the deck, I saw 3 of Cups. Yeah. So when he's having a conference with his family, you think everything is all good. Okay? Gaia's embrace, right? Rooted in earth, blooming in the sun. You're both wild and wise, living a testament. High priestess came up. So now you realizing something's changing. 10 of Cups was taken away. Now you realizing, something happened, something changed. Then that's where this energy is coming from. Oh, look. Now, I don't take cards that fell on the floor, but look. You realize with the high priestess and Gaia's energy, I believe Gaia's energy is the high priestess. It's like 2 of the same cards. But the high priestess came out. Look what fell on the floor. I don't take it. But look, Chariot. Once you realized it, you say, hold on. Hold on. Right? That's just energetically we took that card. But it fell on the floor. So, 4 of Cups. Yeah. 4 of Cups. Oh, Jesus. 4 of Cups here, 4 of Cups here. Yeah, you two are mirroring each other. You're very divinely synced. Very divinely synced. I would even be shocked if you two were dreaming about each other at the same time. Like I told you, at my masculine, all I have to do is call his name in the air, and he calls. Never ever had that connection with anyone before. The moment I do it, he'll call or he'll text. Same thing. It's weird. All right, let's continue. There we go. You let devil energy get to you. You let your anxiety. Remember the beginning of the reading, I said you have anxiety. Someone here, what did I say? Someone here struggles with anxiety. You let your anxiety get to you. You did. Okay, let's get some more family boundaries, please. And because your anxiety got to you, you had to make a choice. So when he's making a choice to walk away, look, High Priestess again, just in reverse. It's the same cards. He's not using his intuition. He's going to his family about everything. You're using your intuition, and all of a sudden, anxiety kicks in. Because now you realize energetically that he is, look, Six of Swords, right? He's moving on. But it's in reverse. Okay. All right, family boundaries. Let me get some energy. What about this family boundaries? So it's like you telling him, don't talk to the neighbors. Talk to me. That's an actual song. Don't talk to the neighbors. Talk to me. Don't be afraid. Yeah. Do. Don't ask my neighbors. That's it. Don't ask my neighbors. Don't be afraid. Come to me. Yeah. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So you set up family boundaries the moment you realize he's taken away an offer. He's made a decision to walk away. I'm getting intuitively, about to say internally, I'm getting intuitively his feelings were hurt. So you're using, and I'm going to separate her. You're using your Queen of Cups energy. Your Venus energy. That's what you're using. Yeah. Don't be afraid of what you see. Eight of Swords. Yep. Eight of Swords. Public embarrassment. Yep. Almost 10. Because you realize the family wasn't on your side. Oh my God. I cannot with these cards falling all over the place all the time. What I tell you about Queen of Cups? You wasn't in your loving energy with him at all. It's almost like you were in your masculine energy and he met you. You were in masculine. He said, oh, I got one for you too. Check. See, you can't, I hate to say can't. It is not advised for you as a feminine, to match a masculine in a ultimatum. It's not. Because they'll be fine with whatever they choose. You don't have a position of power, and you are not fine with what they choose because they choose it. Now you're trying to go back. So in Venus, right, here you have Hermit in reverse. So you're not even taking solitude to come up with a plan. Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, you're trying to undo the hurt. You're trying to undo the hurt that you caused. And remember, when we started the reading off, it says reconsider, 3 strikes. Three of Swords. Blessed reading. Yeah. You're trying to get him to reconsider. You're like, wait, I made a mistake. Hold on, I made a mistake. But he has options. I'm getting when he made this decision, I'm getting that y'all were on a romantic lull. And it's like, it's a false sense of security. It's like you thought everything was good because he was still texting you and calling you and everything else. But it really was 8 of Cups, what he was doing. He was finding a way to end, to walk away. He was just trying to make sure that he didn't make the wrong decision because he's talking to half the family. The whole family's here. You didn't realize it. You're just going in this energy of I'm a woman, I'm this, I'm that. He got it, He knows better. He knows the choice he better make. It's like ego. Toxic ego anxiety. There you go. You made a choice out your ego. You were not Queen of Cups with it. Okay, give me one more energy in this Page of Cups in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, he was not working with anyone. You thought he was. He was not. He was with you. He's just really busy. And I also get he's a little crabby. So he might be an older male. He's a little crabby. You know, when they get to a certain age, all they want is like iced tea, you know, a lot of ice, certain bedroom activities, and leave them alone. That's all they want. Three of Cups, yeah. At that time, he was not working with anyone, but he is now. Yeah, you thought he was. He wasn't, but he is. He has options. He has options. So he went back on the dating market. That's what he did. Yeah, give me something else on the Sun. See, this is the false pretense you were under. And I'm getting, because this is with him communicating with you so much. The Tower, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. The Tower hit. And the Tower that hit is you. It's for you. The Tower had to wake you up out of this energy. See, you're here. I'm relaxed. I'm cool. I'm with nature. Look, the cows are doing yoga. The pigs are doing yoga. The pig is driving a car, which we all know is crazy, right? You were maybe a little delusional in this process, Divine. This is a feminine. Divine Feminine, because this is your line right here. Divine Feminine, you're a little delusional. Look, the sun is orange and pink. What? That doesn't make sense. Clouds are not pink. This is a dream world you were in. You felt in control. You felt empowered. You felt like I got everything and he's going to be here with me. Look, the man right there doing yoga. Look like he's hurting himself though. Look, there's water behind him. There's animals. The weirdest things are going on here. This is like you were in a delusional state. But it says relaxation. You were very relaxed. Stretch your body, dance with your soul. Don't let the busyness steal your yoga time. You know, you're focused on you. I would say this is Nine of Coins energy. Okay? Nine of Coins. You focus on yourself. Or Nine of Cups, rather. You're focused on yourself. In that energy, you really didn't care about the proposal, wedding, the idea of a marriage, because you were into you. You were feeling your ego. You were just like, yeah, I gave him an ultimatum. Yeah, he's going to follow it. He knows what to do. You were overconfident, and then devil comes out next to it. You were overconfident. You didn't see that he may make another choice that's not in your favor. Okay? That went first. So once you realize, I don't even think you realized that. The Sun, you thought everything was good because he's texting, he's calling, he's still engaging with you. Because you see Two of Cups on his line. He's still engaging with you. But I get, and I hate to say this because it sounds so calculating. Are y'all really like this, men? It's like the more he talks to you, the more information he gets from you. It's like he's taking that information back to his family. It's like a council I'm seeing in front of me of like different people in different houses. And he's taking it back to them as evidence. Like, well, what do you think this means? Or do you think this is going to fit into our family dynamic? That's what he's doing. He's evaluating because you gave him an ultimatum. But you think it's good because he's calling, he's texting, he might be coming over, he might be leaving dinner at your door, ordering you dinner. He's doing all the right things. But in the meantime, he's evaluating you each time. And I just heard, if only I knew. If only I knew. You didn't know. Because guess what? It was your tower. You didn't need to know because this is your tower. It's like Divine said, you know, you gave an ultimatum, you know, you're not using your intuition. You're not using the gifts I've given you. You are insisting someone stop what they're doing and remain with you, and very selfish kind of energy. That's what I'm getting. It's a selfish kind of energy, right? Very selfish. Because you're thinking he's in a Three of Cups and he was not working with anyone. He was not. Your Page of Cups here is in reverse. No justice. Because it's like Divine really had to kind of teach you a very hard lesson. And Divine, as our father, our collective father, unfortunately, he lets us sometimes set ourselves up for failure. He lets us do it because he said there's no other way you would have listened. You wouldn't have believed that you were the only one for him. You wouldn't have believed it until it's like I'm getting the ultimatum was like a ego boost. It was an ego boost for you, feminine. It was an ego boost. And when it didn't do what it was supposed to do, then, then now you want to start using your intuition. Something happened with this Knight of Wands energy. Maybe it was your last time being with him sexually. Maybe, because the Lovers is here. High Priestess in reverse is here. This is giving me, this is our last night together. King of Wands is on top. Then maybe you realized, oh, wait a minute. What if I lose him? What if he didn't choose me? Something happened in that night. Something happened. Because your Queen of Cups is in reverse. He no longer saw you as a Queen of Cups. He no longer saw that. But you no longer saw yourself as a Queen of Cups. But in this night, when y'all were together and the Ten of Cups was on the table, he no longer saw you as a Queen of Cups. He might have seen you as a little ruthless. Right? So Gaia's embrace. So with Gaia's embrace is still the High Priestess. You then began to about face, autocorrect, because your Tower came in. And you said, uh-oh, he's walking away. I'm losing him. Okay. You started to use your intuition. Something was biting at you, right? You went into your Venus mode. Something's biting at you. Four of Cups. You weren't happy about it. You were sad, right? Because there's one cup in front of you. Everything else you have, feminine, everything else you have in life, look, there's 3. We all get 4 cups. That's it, 4 cups, right? Let's say family, career, health, love. Okay? The one cup you had left is right here. Divine's holding it. You don't have it. Your hands are folded. You don't have it. Okay? That's what kicked in for you. It's like I'm hearing last chance for romance, for love. Yep. Then toxic energy seeped in. I'm saying this is your anxiety. Anxiety is my anxiety. I don't know why I'm channeling all these songs. Yeah. So this is the devil. It creeped in. Anxiety. So now your anxiety is up. Now you're worried. Now you don't know what's going on. Now you feel like it's your last night together. You'll never see this person again. Guess what? Then, now he may have mentioned to you, because he's in 4 cups in reverse. He's over it. You got 4. Oh my gosh. You got 4 cups. You two are perfect for each other. No, really you are. You're mirroring. Each card is coming out again and again and again and again. Only one didn't come out is the moon. It's the same thing over and over and over and over. And on the same line too, which is crazy. But you two are a perfect match. You absolutely are. You are. He is your divine counterpart. Absolutely. So here, when that happened, family boundaries came out. So it's like maybe he said to you, I've been talking to my mother. I just heard that. I've been talking to my mother, talking to my sister. And they're saying blah, 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 which let you know, oh no, wait a minute. They're turning against me. Almost like you realize that maybe they didn't like you from the beginning. And he was really standing up for your relationship because nobody liked you. I don't know. I hope not. Right? So you want to now, you're just saying, no, let's not listen to them. This is about us. The next one, I believe, was 8 of Swords. That was a sword, one too many for you to your back. You're not at 10, but you're close. That was a 8 of Swords, too much to your back. Too much. For you to learn these people don't like you. And they are against you. So here you're thinking you got everything under control. And they're like, no, I don't like this person. Right? The next one out is 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? With 2 of Pentacles in reverse is telling me any contract, any proposal, anything he gave you is now taken back. With that one, after this one night y'all had together. This is on the 4 of Cups line. After that one night together, you learned something that you did not know before. Okay? And your Queen of Cups is in reverse. he doesn't see you as a Queen of Cups, you don't believe of yourself as a Queen of Cups. Because you saw yourself in a negative light through his eyes. That's it. You saw yourself through his eyes and you didn't like it. So now you're just like, reconsider, please. It's 3 strikes, which means you've done this before. You've had this moment with him before. You've had a moment. This is not the first time. That's why I'm getting this energy of like, I don't want to, from him, like, I don't want to reconsider. Because this is not your first time doing this. Essentially, you hurt his feelings. Essentially, that's what you did. Right? Venus of Waves, right? Queen of Cups. Okay? So now you're tapping into your Venus energy. We talked about Mars over here as the man. This is you, your Venus energy, soft as the tide. Your sensitivity is superpower. Trust the ebb and flow of your heart. Now you're using your priestess energy, your high priestess energy, and you're tapping into this love, because women have an ocean of love. We give love, right? We receive everything from the masculine, but we give love. We give nurturing. We give support. We give undying love. Okay? Yeah, that's what you're doing now. You don't need to be a hermit, you said. I can make this decision right now. I feel like you made it right away. But judgment had already been called. It's almost like this is not even the morning after, it's the morning of. Judgment had been called because he was not in 4 cups, which lets me know if he's not in 4 cups, he's right there with you. Yeah, judgment, he already made his mind up. You're saying you then made a decision. I want to see the Fool card come out. Right, so 3 of Swords in reverse, yeah, which is the reconsideration, right? 3 of Swords in reverse. He was not in another relationship. This is not a heartbreaking moment for him. It's like he told you it's not a heartbreaking moment. You still, for some reason, you feel like there's still room to wiggle. I just heard that, room to wiggle. Yeah, 7 of Cups, but he has options. He has options, but you feel you have options. That's what I'm saying. You feel there's room to wiggle, like you have options. Like, do I take the I love you approach? Do I take the let's create a family approach? Do I take the throwing myself at your knees? Like, what approach do I take? I'm getting, right? And here is 8 of Cups. Even though 8 of Cups is walking away, I don't get it's walking away from the situation. I get it's 8 of Cups walking away from like your ego, because 7 of Cups is here. And when I see these 2 cups together, it's a progression. Yeah, especially with you're not going into hermit. It's like you're not playing games at this point, but you're like, you're acting on impulse, if that makes sense. You're acting on impulse. Okay, give me another energy for this 8 of Cups. I don't see you walking away from this situation, because then you wouldn't have done all of this. But you might be, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting you're walking away from your ego, walking away from your self-doubt, walking away from your toxic energy in order to be with this person. Hold on. What about this 8 of Cups? Is Divine Feminine walking away after all of this? Ace of Cups. Right. You're choosing love. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. You're walking away from the toxicity that you created with this ultimatum, and you're showing you're choosing love. Yeah, you're choosing love. Love is unpredictable. Love is hurtful. Love is beautiful. Love is kind. Love is regenerating. Love is limiting. Love is everything, right? Love is what we are here to do. 10 of Wands. Love is what we are here to do. It's here. It's what we are here as humans to do. Okay? You now have to carry, since you made the decision with 8 of Cups to walk away from your own selfishness, selfish behaviors for love, right? You're choosing love. Now you got to put the work in. 10 of Wands. Now Divine is going to make you put work in. Divine is going to make you carry emotional wands and emotional balances of this relationship now that you've made the decision, unfortunately. Jeez. Let me get some energy on this Three of Cups in the upright. Five of Cups. Okay, that's good. Right, Five of Cups. There's regret there. So you're like, he cheated. You know, he cheated, you cheated. Because this is your line. But I'm getting, you might have cheated. You know, there's some regret. Like I said, Ten of Wands is out here. So Divine is making you carry emotional burdens for this relationship. You might have had a hot girl summer on him just in a week. Hot girl week, okay? But on that Three of Cups came out regret. Five of Cups, sorrow, okay? Either you're sad that he did have a Three of Cups and it's going to be even more difficult. Ten of Wands is going to be more difficult for you to get him back, okay? Or you had a Three of Cups on him and you're in regretful energy, and that's the energy that Divine is making you carry. It's like you jumped over something because of this. Giving into your anxiety, you made a situation worse 2 times with an ultimatum and then cheating. Cheating. Didn't I say I want the Fool? There it is. There it is. There it is. All right, let's continue, please. Give me one more energy on this Tower. What's going on with this Tower? Now that it hit, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Now you got to work hard. Look, all the cards are saying take a calculated risk, right? Divine is giving you all the burdens emotionally, every last one. Divine's going to make you, it's almost like Divine's making you work for the gift that he gave and you returned without the receipt. You returned without the receipt. The receipt would have been that he is in a Three of Cups and he wasn't. Divine said, no, he's not. Okay? It's like it made it easier for you. Five of Cups, right? That's the regret. So yeah, Divine's going to put you through there. You're going to have to work to get this person back emotionally. So I'd say do your yoga, your relaxation with the animals, whatever you need to do. Because Divine going to put you through there. Hangman again. We're done. Cycling out. Same thing coming up over and over and over and over. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So in this reading, you're asking the masculine, who's from Mars, you're asking him to reconsider. This is the 3rd time you've done something like this. Okay? The ultimatum and then walking away from him. That's 2, and I guess there's one more we just don't know about. Okay, let me get you a love. I really don't want to, because I feel like you're good. Like you have to learn a lesson. Yeah, I'm not going to get lovers. You have to learn a lesson. No, I'm not angry with you. I'm just frustrated right now. Because you had everything. You did. You had everything. And you let your anxiety get through to you. But that's all right. We're going to... This is the sign for you to put your plan in action. This is your plan right here. These 2. Put your plan in action. Yeah. Divine Feminine. Get moving. Get active. Okay? Get active in love. Yeah. Masculine said you were his destiny. Put that on 2 of Cups. What else does the masculine say about this connection? He has no more patience. Oh, jeez. Get active, feminine. Get him back. Get him back. Anything else? Childhood. You might have known this person from childhood. Or he feels like you were loyal to him, like he knew you from childhood. There's a dog in the picture. You might have a dog. He might have a dog. They're sitting in front of a lake. You might be near a lake. You might live off a lake. He may want to go to a lake. Okay? Friendship. This is where he is right now. He's at friendship. He's at friendship. Yeah, you're going to have to work hard for this one. One more. What's on this judgment? What do you feel about this judgment? Because masculine feels like it's a good judgment. It's a good decision he made. Victory in reverse. Oh. It's a good decision, but he's not happy. So you do have a chance. Okay, one more. What about this victory in reverse? What else, masculine? What you feel about that? Yeah, he's still in love with you. Good. That is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups card too. You're the one in the middle. He still has a lot of love for you. So you do have a chance to get back at him, to get him back rather. You do have a chance. Two more and that's it. Yeah. Go through his pride and let him be by himself for a little bit. But go through his pride. That's what he's living in right now, is his pride. Let me see the signs that are out here. We see all the signs are here. I don't really focus on that in my readings. I don't even know what the cards are. I don't even focus on that in my readings too much. I'm going to ask what the final outcome is in a minute. I'm going to ask what the final outcome is in a minute. Okay. Here are the signs. I mean, if you want to know, we have Aquarius. I say everything. Taurus. Scorpio. I mean, everybody's out here. Like, these are maybe the first four, but everybody's out here. This is just a general. Yeah, I don't really do this, but this is just a general read right now. Yeah, it's a general read. I'm going to ask what the final outcome is. Let me get a different deck. Hold on. Yeah. Sometimes you got to be careful, ladies. You got to be careful in love. You got to be careful what you ask for, what you demand. That's why you have to let these men lead the relationship. You cannot lead it. Because you can't lead it and be in it at the same time. You know what I always tell my family, particularly my daughter, right? A relationship is like a car, right? How many steering wheels does a car have? It has one steering wheel. One steering wheel. Okay? It has one steering wheel because only one person can drive at a time. Only one person can steer a relationship at a time. Then we have the term passenger princess, right? Passenger princess. Then we also have the term backseat driver, right? You can yell from the back of the seat, but doesn't mean the person's going to listen, because the person driving has to use their discernment. They have to focus on what's ahead of them. They know what the best decision is. They are driving. They are driving, not you. Okay? They are driving, not you. Six of Cups came out this way. I mean, Six of Pentacles. I didn't ask a question yet. So don't forget that, okay? If this works out and you wind up, when we look at the final outcome, getting this person back, think about it, okay? A car only has one wheel, one set of brakes, one brake, one gas, one pedal, gas pedal, one wheel, one key. I don't care if it's a credit card key or not, one key, one. Even the music. When the music is in your car, where are the controls for the music? Towards the driver's side, okay? Think of your relationship as a car. Only one person can drive at a time. That's it. Yeah. Hierophant in reverse. Okay. Here's your final outcome. Hierophant in reverse. Now, the Hierophant is in reverse is saying that there's not going to be like a reconciliation. There's not going to be a marriage here, right? But then when I look, I get Six of Wands on the bottom. So I don't know. Okay. It's going to be up to you with these two. Someone's already moved on. And I'm getting it's him. Someone's already moved on and decided, no, this is not going to be a marriage. It's not going to work. Okay. But then the Six of Wands is here in the upright. Right? Public celebration. Feminine, it's a toss-up. It's a 50-50 feminine. Be careful. It's a 50-50. What should the feminine do? Like, how should she operate to get this masculine back? Ace of Swords, tell the truth. Yeah. You're being divinely guided to tell the truth about everything. About your feelings, about your intentions, about how you move, about the world. I'm getting you in your devil energy. That's your anxiety. Maybe there was lying. Maybe there was like what is it called? Love bombing. Maybe you withheld information. You didn't explain everything that needed to be explained. And maybe that was the strike one for the masculine. Remember, it's 3 strikes here. So maybe that was the strike one. You not telling everything. You not uncovering everything. So your final outcome is Hierophant in the reverse. Another possible outcome is 6 of Wands. So you do have a chance here for this to be made whole. And Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords. So you're being divinely guided to tell the truth with Ace of Swords. And you're going to have to be transparent telling the truth. Okay, you're going to have to do so. And you're going to do it because it's the thing to do. It's how you're going to get him back. He wants you to be honest with him. Okay, he wants you to be honest with him. He wants you to be close to him. He wants you to be... He wants the authenticity that he was giving you, and you weren't giving it to him. Okay. All right, so let's continue. So yeah, so that's the reading, Divine Feminine. Tread lightly, right? This is your sign that you absolutely can get this masculine back, right? You've got to take a risk to do it, but you absolutely can take him back. You can get him back. And you can understand that he is here for you. Okay, he is here for you. And, you know, even though he is in another relationship or entertaining other people, he still thinks about you quite a bit, Divine Feminine, quite a bit. He's hurt right now. So however you go towards him, understand that he is hurt. Even though he may reject you, he may be nasty to you, right? Men do that when they're really hurt, okay? Understand that your ultimatum made this happen, right? You would have been better just even letting him finish the relationship. Let him finish it, you know? Because then with how much decision he had going in, consulting family and all this other stuff, he would have made the right decision either way. But I feel like you let your anxiety take over. So be blessed, everyone. I'm so sorry. Be blessed, everyone. Love is love. Happy Pride Month. And just be focused on what the truth is in your life, right? What the truth is. Who you have in your life. And who you are letting in your life, who you are excluding from your life, okay? Because even though we exclude people, if Divine needs that person back in our life, guess what? Divine will throw that person right back in our life. So that's why I always say be kind to people, because you never know when that person's going to come back. And they may not be coming back on their own. They may be coming back because Divine needs them to learn a lesson. So he knows that you're the best teacher because you've gone through it already. Okay? And if you block them off and say, Divine, I don't want to teach this lesson, Divine doesn't always give that as an option, as we saw in the beginning of the read. Divine doesn't always give that I don't want to help as an option. Right? So we have to all move accordingly, according to Divine's plan, according to treating each other with love, kindness, and respect. We have to move accordingly, that everyone has a place in the universe and respects everyone's differences and respect everyone with love, because you never know when Divine is going to throw that person right back in front of you because he needs you to teach a lesson. Okay? All right, everyone, have a blessed day. See you later. Spirit Guide.